entertainment. I got caught, I guess, people call it, a rabbit hole or whatever, and when it comes to YouTube, and you go down these paths and you find a bunch of shit. Well, I got into these old training videos that are on YouTube. Like there's a Blockbuster one they'll probably do on the show at some point. I was really drawn to this Pizza Hut training video. And this Pizza Hut training video is from 1988. So if you ever wanted to become or learn how to be a Pizza Hut employee from 1988, well, it's you can kind of get in that mode. The year 1988. The presidential election was George Bush 41, and Michael Dukakis. Back to the Future movies were big. Michael Jackson was still a black guy who was not a suspected child molester by millions of people. Although, nothing was ever proven, and his music still stands. But, you've heard the rumors, maybe that Michael Jackson diddled children. All this stuff. Well, that stuff came after 1988. Michael Jackson was still a revered person. O.J. Simpson was not a double murderer, allegedly, in 1988. Big hair music still reigned. It was before grunge and nu metal and all that stuff. Anyway, as I said, I got caught in this rabbit hole. It's also how I found that the Depression grandma we're talking about, the Depression cooking grandma from the next segment we're going to do. This is a Pizza Hut draining commercial from 1988. 17 minutes. Doubt I'm going to do the whole thing because really, how much can you learn about making pizza? But it is interesting. It has its own Reddit thread. I found out this because I went looking to see who this blonde was. This blonde seems to be someone I've seen in something before, but there's no mention of it that I could find on Google. Maybe if those of you out there who recognize her, maybe you can tell me what movie or show she was in. I don't know. But of course, it is a Pizza Hut training video from 1988, so it's going to be amazing acting and production value and all that stuff. But I'm not going to go through the whole 17 minutes, but we'll get through some of it. So just hang on your seats, hang on your hats, or whatever. Yeah. It says property of Pizza Hut Incorporated. Sorry, Pizza Hut, don't sue me. Very 80s music. Making it great. Oh, making up a pizza. All right, let's get right into it. Right into the good shit.
Okay, Julie, are you all ready to learn how to make a pizza the right way?
Making it great. Yes, I'm ready. Are we going to cook pizzas now?
Well, there's a lot more to it than just cooking. In fact, that's probably the easiest part. But let's start this process at the beginning. First of all, are your hands washed?
Sure are.
Good, mine too. All right, let's say an order for a
That is a good place to start.
pizza comes in. You'll read it and you'll get started on the pizza making process right away. You have to act fast. Just think, the sooner you get that pizza in the oven, the sooner our customers will be biting into it and tasting how delicious it is.
They'll
Just think. The faster you make the fucking pizza, the faster they'll be eating it.
have me to thank.
That's right. Because we're not just making pizza, we're creating an experience for our customers. Think of it as making pizza that makes customers happy.
I like that.
Our customers expect the same high quality
As opposed to making pizza that does not make customers happy, aka shitty pizza.
product and service every time they come to a Pizza Hut. And that's true whether it's a busy Friday evening or a quiet Tuesday afternoon. Our job is to make sure they're never disappointed.
I won't let them down.
Okay,
She's very excited about her minimum wage Pizza Hut job, which in 1988 I'm guessing was about $3.75 an hour, maybe $4, hell maybe less, maybe like $3 an hour. But she's gun ho, man. She wants to make them the pizza. She's gonna be the one they have to thank for that pizza, that experience that she's giving them. She is not going to let them down.
let's say the first order we get is for a medium pan pizza with pepperoni and green pepper.
All right.
This is the retarder.
I'm sorry, it's the what now? Let's we'll go back a little bit. We'll run by that again.
Our job is to make sure they're never disappointed.
I won't let them down.
Okay, let's say the first order we get is for a medium pan pizza with pepperoni and green pepper. This is the retarder.
For those of you not watching the video and think maybe she's pointing at a person and saying, this is the retarder. Actually, I've done some research on this too. I've done a lot of research for the show. It is something that's used specifically for dough. It's also, it has different phrases or uses like the phrase does for things for braking systems such as that. But for our purposes, the retarder is for the dough. And it's a place to put the dough. Why they call it the retarder, I'm not 100% sure. Retards something. I'm sure it's not a slur of any sort against mentally challenged people.
It's where we keep the proof dough until we're ready to use it. So we take out a
In the retarder.
medium pan prepared by our dough master.
Dough master. He kind of sounds like the retarder.
And we check it for quality. Now this one looks good. See, if the dough weren't right, if it was stuck to the separator, or it was too flat, or it had air bubbles in it, then the finished pizza wouldn't be right. And
That means the retarder didn't do its job.
our customers wouldn't get the best possible product.
Which they deserve every time they visit Pizza Hut.
Right.
Right. It's a response to a lot of things. Right. Say in a very loud voice. For the very peppy person who's going to be making pizza and giving experiences and changing someone's life for $3.25 an hour.
So, if the dough isn't exactly right, we throw it out and we get another one that is. Now, pan pizza is easy to top. First, we start with the sauce, and you get the right amount from the spec chart. We go to this chart that says bottom, sauce, and cheese. And we go down to where it says sauce, and we see that a small
It was St. Peter's nickname in high school. Bottom, sauce, and cheese.
gets 1 level spoon, a medium gets 2 spoons, and a large gets 3 spoons. So, what do?
Teaspoons?
Right. Now, we keep our sauce
She's so happy she got that right. 2 spoons?
right here with our other refrigerated items. We keep this lid closed, except for when we're making a pizza. First, spread the sauce to within 1/4 to 1/2 inch of the edge. Now for a medium pan pizza, 2 spoons equals 5 ounces. Be sure not to pour the sauce onto the center of the dough, and don't press down with the spoon because that could cause the pizza to be undercooked.
It seems easy enough.
It is. Just be sure to do
She's so familiar. I don't know what I saw her in something. And I wasn't watching Pizza Hut training videos back then. It would have been a TV show or a movie. There was no Pizza Hut training video channel. And YouTube sure fuck didn't exist in 1988.
it exactly this way every time. Any variance wouldn't be making it great. Now, on our pizzas we use 2 layers of cheese.
You have 3 scoops of sauce. That would not be making it great, nor would 1 on a medium pan.
The bottom cheese.
And the top cheese, right?
Right. Since we measure the cheese, we'll just calibrate the scale with this bowl on it. Just put a clean bowl on the scale, zero it out, and then you're ready to go. That way we can leave the bowl on the scale and only measure what's in it.
That makes sense.
Now,
That it does.
we'll put some
Practical advice from Pizza Hut.
cheese in the bowl, and we'll measure it out to the proper weight according to the spec chart.
Let's see. Bottom cheese, medium pizza.
Lord Darth Star in the Periscope chat area said, "This is pissing Italians off." I gotta imagine it would. I mean, if you're someone who's really passionate about pizza and wanting to make pizza and loving pizza, and it's an actual experience for you to make this wonderful meal, and you see these fucking douchebags and this broad point at the spec chart about her 2 scoops of sauce. It's like, oh, Marone, bottom cheese, the retarder, oh, the retarder. Anyway, my Italian impression, thank you.
Good. Now we'll measure out the exact amount and then place the cheese on top of the sauce.
Oh, I'm going to place the cheese in your mother's sauce.
Again, starting at the outside and working toward the center.
That doesn't look too hard.
It's not. Just remember to
It's not. It's really not. The retarder himself could do it.
spread the cheese evenly and try not to go beyond the sauce, because that would burn and look bad.
We wouldn't want that.
Now, this
No. We wouldn't want that. Oh, the fucking cheese is outside the sauce. Oh, it looks bad.
This order is for a medium pan pizza with pepperoni and green pepper. So what do we put on first?
I don't know. Oh, I look on the spec chart, right?
Right.
Let's see. Medium
Oh, the fucking spec. What's the fucking spec chart say about whether you put the pepperoni first or the fucking green peppers?
pizza, pepperoni. 2 columns, single and multiple. Which do I look under?
Well, the single column is for single topping pizzas, like a medium pepperoni pizza. And the multiple column is for pizzas with multiple ingredients,
Multiple. It means 2, you dumb fucking broad.
like the one we're making.
Okay, let's see. Here it is. I'll let you do this part. What does that mean?
Here, I'll show you. 1, 2, 3.
It means you put on 24 pieces of fucking pepperoni, you dumb broad. Can't you read the spec chart?
4, 5.
There. Notice how I started at the outside and worked my way towards the center, placing the pepperoni evenly.
Got it. Green peppers next?
Yes? Did you look at the spec chart?
Uh-huh. Do I measure into here?
Yes.
It's the exciting part where she measures
Now
out the
what?
green peppers.
Good. Now, place the green pepper on the pizza, starting at the outside and working your way towards the center. Just like I did with the sauce and the cheese and the pepperoni. That's good. Place them as evenly as you can.
Put them green peppers on there.
That's good. We're always careful to avoid center loading the topping because it could cause the pizza to be undercooked in the middle.
I wouldn't want that if it was my pizza. What's next?
Well, there are 2 more ingredients.
Oh, people letting off the fireworks outside. It's begun.
The top cheese and the world-famous fairy dust.
Whoa, fairy dust.
That's right.
Whoa! Whoa! Fairy dust on a fucking pizza. What the fuck are you making here?
Pizza Hut fairy dust. It's just a little magic ingredient that we have for making it great.
Okay.
Magic ingredient? I bet it's Parmesan.
You'll see. All right, for the top cheese, how much do we need?
Let's see. Here it is. Can I do it?
Sure.
5. 5 for the top cheese, you silly broad.
Okay. I spread the cheese over the top of everything else.
Just like I spread your mother's legs last night. Oh, make my fucking pizza.
But not on the edge of the pizza.
Right.
How's that?
That's good. Now we'll just make sure it's perfect. And now it's time for the fairy dust. This amazing substance is fairy dust. And it magically transforms our ingredients into the perfect Pizza Hut pizza.
Come on.
Oh, got fairies putting dust on my pizza.
Okay. Actually, it's a careful blend of cheese and spice. But it really does give our pizzas that extra delicious touch. And we're very careful about the number of shakes we use. You can check the spec chart for the right amount.
You really do call it fairy dust.
That's right.
Yeah, what tipped you off? The fact that she called it fairy dust 8 times? Check that spec chart, bitch. Don't fuck this up.
And now, you see what a delicious and perfect Pizza Hut pan pizza looks like before it goes into the oven. Now, we just put it here on the conveyor. Notice how the pizza starts completely outside of the oven. It'll be done in just a few minutes. These ovens are calibrated to perfectly cook a pizza as it travels through the oven. Now, while we're waiting for that to cook, why don't we talk about some of the other products you'll be making?
Great.
First of all, there's
Why don't we go back to my office and talk about what it's going to take for you to move up in my organization? And I ain't talking about making pizza. Oh, Marone. Oh.
thin and crispy pizza. Thin and crispy pizza is the original Pizza Hut pizza. Of course, it's been fine-tuned over the years, all part of making it great. Now, as far as making the pizza goes, the main difference between thin and crispy pizza and pan pizza is the dough preparation. Pan pizza dough is portioned in pans and kept
I hope they go back to the retarder.
under refrigeration, but thin and crispy pizza crusts are made to order. Now, pan pizza proofs individually in the pans, but thin and crispy pizza dough rises in this container. Whenever you get an order for thin and crispy pizza, you have to prepare the crust. The only exception is during rush times, we might prep a few thin and crispy pizza shells in advance so that we can get them in the oven quickly.
Because our customers count on us to make it fast.
Right, and I'll show you how. Now, do you remember the safety procedures you learned about the dough roller?
I sure do.
Good, because we're going to be putting them into practice right now. First of all, you have to check the calibration of the dough roller to make sure that it delivers the proper
Get your fucking hand in the dough roller.
dough weight. So you estimate
Oh, my fucking hand's stuck in the dough roller. Oh.
about 3 ounces more than the finished dough. It's right here on the dough weight chart. So you pull out a
The dough weight chart. That was another one of St. Peter's nicknames in high school besides bottom cheese and sauce was dough weight.
chunk that you estimate is 3 ounces more than the weight on the spec chart.
And he wasn't called the retarder, but it was something similar.
You'll get used to making these estimates, but for now we'll weigh the dough out. You form the dough into a flat circular patty by turning the dough around in your hands and folding the outside edge under. Then you flatten the patty to about 1 inch high by pressing down on top of
None of these motherfuckers are wearing gloves. And then they begin the video with, "Oh, you washed your hands, right?" They've been walking around for 10 minutes, touching everything, touching the fucking retarder, and they're going and grabbing the dough. They're not washing their hands again. I can't imagine how unsanitary 1988 Pizza Hut pizza was.
it. Then you drop it into the top chute on the dough roller. Keep your fingers away from the chute and catch it as it
Oh, my fingers are in the chute.
comes out. Then you turn it sideways and put it into the lower roller.
Turn it sideways and stick it straight up your candy ass.
Make sure that it goes into there evenly.
Got it.
All right, as it comes out, you catch it on the back of your hands, being careful not to pull it or stretch it. That would cause thin spots or tearing, and we'd have to start all over. Then you place the dough evenly in the pan and press it into place, making sure that there are no air bubbles.
With your dirty, filthy fucking hands.
Next, you trim off the excess dough with the dough trimmer. We keep the scraps separate from the rest of
Pet names for everything. The dough trimmer. Bring me the dough trimmer.
the dough so it can rejuvenate. We can use the excess dough to make more pizzas after it's been in the separate bucket
Scraps rejuvenate. Means they take the excess dough and throw in a fucking bucket, and then maybe in the next pizza.
for 2 hours. Now we'd weigh the first shell to make sure the dough roller was set right. You see, if it was set too thick or too thin, the weight would be off. And that's why we make a test shell. We can adjust the dough roller so that the next one is right on target.
Oh, back to the retarder. Okay, that's enough of that. I still got a depression grandma to get to. I got a knife or fucking this shit. I don't know. Like I said, I got a bunch of these. There's one from Blockbuster, which is even fucking better than this. We'll probably do it in the next show.